Today's SnowMotion chairlift interview is with Andrew Weibrecht, a downhiller, a Super G, and a jet skier.
Sometimes, yeah.
Well, the question I have for you today is, why do you always perform when it matters? I mean, on the big events, the big races, the Olympics, bronze medalist, you go fast.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of people ask me that, and for some reason, those big events, there's actually like less pressure for me to perform. I mean, it's kind of like it's almost like a fun race. It's not something that's like crucial for the year-long standings or anything like that. It's not big of a part, you know. It's not like part of a bigger whole. It's just kind of its own race, and for some reason that makes it really easy for me to just kind of get in the mindset. And
do you think because there's no expectations, or just it's a single event?
Yeah, I think, I mean, it doesn't have really any consequence on the next week, or what I did last week or what I didn't do next week has nothing to do with those big events, which is.
You always hop in there. I mean, what? Yeah. Tell us your results. I mean, you were a bronze medalist in was it a giant slalom, Super G?
Yeah, Super G in Vancouver as bronze medalist. The Sochi, I was a silver medalist in the Super G, same. And then last year, I had a pretty good race in the downhill here in the World Champs.
So I just was waiting for you at the lift, and I asked one of the Vail coaches, what should I ask Andrew Weibrecht? And he said, he is so strong and he always does well. Look, your legs are huge. You always do well when the course is difficult.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up skiing at Whiteface in Lake Placid, and it's a steep mountain. There's not a lot of flats.
Mountain.
Yeah, and it's sometimes it's icy. It's East Coast skiing, but I that's what I grew up on, is really technical, kind of steep stuff, and so that's what I really like. That's what I prefer.
Yeah, and that's what you're better probably than the other guys that maybe haven't grown up on.
Yeah, I think. I mean,
your advantage.
I've got disadvantages growing up where I did, but I have to use the advantages I have also. So.
Well, what else the coach said was, watch him tomorrow in the Super G because he could win it, because this is a difficult hill. No pressure at all.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something about this Super G that it's super fun, but it also kind of scares me. There's just so many places where you can make mistakes. I mean, it gives you all these opportunities to mess up, but
all the different side hills and the steeps and the rolls.
There's so much going on, but with that said, it's a fun Super G, and I've had some good results here. So, but I've never had that kind of perfect race that I've had close to really good races here in the Super G, but I've just never really had that one that I get to the bottom and I'm just pumped about without even seeing the time.
How long will you do this?
That's a good question.
How long will you throw yourself down the mountain?
I don't know. I mean, right now I'm having quite a bit of fun. I'm healthy, and I think as soon as I stop having as much fun, and maybe if there's any injuries, things like that, that might kind of make me reconsider. But I don't know. I don't have any plans to stop quite yet. But
we don't want you to stop.
I feel like I've had a really good career. I haven't done everything that I wanted to, but if I did have to walk away from the sport tomorrow, I'd be pretty happy with what I've done. So I don't really have any regrets, which is nice.
Yeah. And you're having a baby.
I'm having a baby, yeah. So
you're not having a baby.
My wife is. So that's the other thing, I don't know what that's going to do to my priorities and what I want to do moving forward with travel. So just.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Yeah, thanks.
So I heard your nickname is the War Horse.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I think, that goes back to, when I first started racing here, the 2007 run that maybe everybody's seen. That was, one of my wildest runs I ever took, from 53rd to 10th. And
53rd to 10th.
And then I used to have this kind of hard charging mentality where I wasn't necessarily that good, but I absolutely put as much intensity into it as I could, and kind of made up for my deficiencies that way. So I think that just kind of earned me that nickname over time.
Well, it just seems like you have to have that attitude to be competitive, but it's also a risky way to ski.
Yeah, it's a weird sport. I mean, especially downhill, you have to have a lot of aggression, but you also have to have a lot of calm in your body, where
and patience and smarts.
Yeah, exactly.
Where to start the turn and
yep. And
get
you're
in
making
position.
you're making long turns. It's not, GS you're kind of constantly
yeah.
moving. Downhill you're moving, then doing a lot of waiting too. So it's a fun event in that, for those reasons.
Well, good luck today.
Thanks, I appreciate
Race day. We got a race day interview with Andrew Weibrecht. All right. Well, good luck and be safe. Should I always say
yeah.
be safe?
All right, my mom does. So
Yeah.
that's all good.
And thanks for being with us on SnowMotion today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Okay.